Today we are back at Disneyland and it's their first day of Halloween time, so we're super excited. They've released so many new foods. We're gonna try as many of them as we can to let you guys know what's good, what's not good. And Halloween time is one of my favorite parts of the year at Disneyland, so let's head inside.
Let's go.
So we just stopped by the Little Red Wagon and they have a chili cheese corn dog. It's classic corn dog topped with spicy chili, jalapeno cilantro crema, cheddar cheese, and crispy onions, served with a mandarin orange or potato chips.
It's like a turkey leg.
I know, it low-key is like a mini turkey leg size. It's huge and it's falling off the stick. The batter stays really nice and crunchy even though it has like the chili on top, which you would think might make it soggy, but no. It has a really nice crisp. The cornbread batter is really fluffy, has a really strong cornmeal flavor, and the hot dog is juicy, very salty. I will say if you do get a big bite with everything in it, it might be a little too salty. I am getting a little hint of spiciness from the jalapeno cilantro crema, but it's not anything super intense. It just adds a little brightness, a little creaminess. I like the addition of the chili with the cornbread batter because I feel like chili and cornbread are such a good combo together. So you're getting that classic combo as well as the batter plus the hot dog, which is another classic combo. So I feel like the batter is actually what's tying these two things together, and it's really nice. Another thing that caught my eye is that they have this new Gochujang ketchup. Let's give it a dip. Ooh. Interesting. The first flavor that I got was the ketchup. I feel like it took a while to kind of get different flavor from just normal ketchup, but at the end, I definitely got a hit of spiciness. There also was like a tanginess to it as well, but I also feel like it was missing the sweetness from gochujang. I don't know if the sweetness of the gochujang got masked by the sweetness from the ketchup, but I also do think that the spiciness doesn't specifically scream gochujang to me. It just tastes like a normal type of spice, more like a hybrid between ketchup and a spicy barbecue. But it's not bad. I mean, if I had a plain corn dog, I actually would prefer this to a normal ketchup because I enjoy the added spiciness. Okay, we just went to Bengal Barbecue and they have two new drinks that I'm really excited for. So first up, we have the iced Pandan cooler. It has brown sugar spheres and ube cold foam. And by brown sugar spheres, they mean boba. Of course, we're gonna use our Feed Mei glass boba straw. Link will be in the description as always. I also love how Halloweeny it looks, like the purple and the green. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna try doing a sip first and then we'll use the straw. The ube cold foam is nice and sweet. It's very smooth and creamy. It did have a good hit of that ube flavor. The ube surprisingly actually doesn't taste that artificial either. So let's give it a mix. Mix, mix, mix. You want to mix it now. Whoa, the boba texture is really, really nice. It's soft and chewy, but not mushy and also not too hard. There's some other places in the park that when they sell boba, it's very hit or miss, but I feel like Bengal Barbecue usually has it pretty good. In terms of the drink, it kind of just tastes like sweet ube/taro milk. I'm not getting a lot of the pandan flavor, actually. The ube flavor is really overpowering and dominant in this, which I personally don't mind, but I do wish there was more pandan flavor, considering it's called the iced pandan cooler. But it's not bad. It's very creamy. It has a little bit of a thicker texture. I think maybe the ube cold foam added that extra thickness to it. If you like ube/taro boba drinks and you like really sweet drinks, then I think you'll like this.
Like me.
Like Bird.
Give the bird.
Okay. Well, good thing I have another drink to try. This is the iced pumpkin chai latte with brown sugar spheres and cold foam. I wonder why they call it brown sugar spheres and not just boba. I guess with this one, we'll do the same method. We're gonna try sipping it first. Oh, I feel like I primarily taste the spices on top. The cold foam doesn't have a lot of flavor besides that, but let's give it a mix. Wow, look at the boba down there. It's much better when you mix it. You get a lot more of that chai flavor. I actually personally am not a huge chai person, but this is not too bad. I mean, since I don't typically like chai, I don't know how valid my opinion is. Again, the boba's pretty good. This one's a little bit mushier than the other one. And then the drink, it's pretty sweet as well, I would say. It has a lot more of that fall spices type of flavor. So if you're into like pumpkin spice lattes or that whole thing, I think you'll like this one more.
All right, let's try this.
Oh.
No, not bad. I think my favorite part is the spheres. That's my favorite part.
So
the sugar
boba.
spheres. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, brown sugar spheres.
Brown sugar spheres. So tasty.
Okay. Now we're at Rancho del Zocalo, and they have a chick or treat Mulita. It's a cheesy blue corn tortilla with refried beans, chicken tinga, creme, cotija cheese, and spicy pickled onions served with tortilla chips. I actually don't think I've had a Mulita before, so this is gonna be my first time trying it. It looks kind of messy, so I'm gonna use a fork and a knife. Let's cut into it. Wow, you can really see all the chicken, the beans, as well as the onions. Cheers. Whoa, the tortilla is really thick. So you really need all those fillings to balance out the thick tortilla. You get a lot of different textures. You have like the shredded chicken and the crunchy onions, creaminess from the cheese. And I really like the flavor.
I like that there's a little spiciness too.
I really enjoy the spiciness. Speaking of which, they also give this huge pepper. It's not that spicy actually. I mean, it is spicy, but not like, oh, it's creeping up. Whew. I really like how crunchy the pepper is too. Overall, pretty solid. Like I said, this is my first time trying a Mulita, but I found it pretty enjoyable. I liked the flavor and the different textures. I'm glad I tried it.
Tasty.
Our way over to the Fantasyland Theater and picked up some food. So first off, we went to Cafe Daisy in Toontown and we got the pumpkin tiramisu cold brew. It has pumpkin and tiramisu syrup topped with whipped cream, chocolate and pumpkin powders, and a lady finger cookie. As you can see, our lady finger drowned on the way over.
It is now the lady of the lake.
Lady of the lake. I think I see the syrups down there, so I'm gonna give it a mix. And also lately, me and Bird have been noticing that something is off about the Disneyland cold brews. Let us know if you also have been experiencing this, but it's been like the past few months, things have been different and not in a good way. But we're going in with an open mind with this. Cheers. Oh, so far this one's actually not bad. Like sipping it was really nice to get some of the whipped cream and then some of the cold brew on the bottom too. Has a nice like pumpkin spice kind of flavor in a way. But let me give it a full mix and we'll try it through the straw. Oh, I didn't like it as much. It tastes primarily of the spices of pumpkin spice, but not necessarily the pumpkin of pumpkin spice. I actually don't get much of a pumpkin flavor at all. It's like literally just the spices, no pumpkin. And the coffee itself, I'm actually pleasantly surprised because it's not sour. That's been our issue with the Disney cold brews in the past few months is they've been really sour and acidic, like not even just like bitter, like literally sour. And this one, I don't think has that sour issue. I think it's pretty sweet, actually. The coffee itself is kind of watered down. It's not really strong. And then, yeah, all I get is the spice, no pumpkin. I'm also not getting any tiramisu from this either. Moving on, we've also picked up a new food at the Troubadour Tavern. It's the bulgogi potato with bulgogi marinated beef, gochujang mayo, spicy cucumber, and green onion. What I love about getting the baked potatoes here is they are huge. Head for size comparison. All right, let's cut into this. Make sure to get all those toppings on there. Cheers. Wait, that's pretty good. I've never had a bulgogi baked potato before, but it actually works.
Surprisingly for me, the cucumber really shines.
I really like the cucumber, yeah. The bulgogi is nice and flavorful. It's pretty tender, not like super chewy or anything. And you really taste that bulgogi marinade coming through because it has a sweetness. Also, I'm getting like a sesame flavor. But on top of that, you have the pickled cucumbers, which is kind of like a cucumber kimchi, basically. It really adds that bright crunch and acidity and refreshingness that really balances out the beefy bulgogi and the potato. As I'm eating more of of it, the spice is also building. It's not like super duper spicy, but it's an enjoyable level. I actually didn't know what to expect. I was like, bulgogi, baked potato, not sure, but this is really good. I have a feeling this is gonna be one of our top foods. Look who I ran into!
Hey,
It's
guys.
Halloween time!
I know, right?
Look, she's gonna try this.
We're gonna try it.
It's good or
Go
not.
too fast, though.
I
You
know,
gotta
I
take
know.
that thing quick.
I know.
Super hot
It's
today.
very hot today. But I'm so glad we ran into them!
Hi, guys.
All right, we just stopped by the Royal Street Veranda and they have a pumpkin creme brulee cold brew. It's Joffrey's pumpkin creme brulee cold brew coffee, pumpkin spiced creamer, and toffee chips, topped with a Jack Skellington chocolate decoration. I actually tried this last year, but I didn't realize it was the same drink because last year it was called Pumpkin King Cold Brew, and this year they called it Pumpkin Creme Brulee Cold Brew. But I wonder why they changed the name. Ooh, that's really good. You definitely get that coffee flavor, but it's really creamy. And this one, I do taste the pumpkin from the pumpkin spice, which I appreciate. And this is the kind of coffee where if you like sweet and creamy coffees, you're gonna like this one.
It is I, sweet coffee lover.
Oh,
Give to Bird.
oh gosh. Your little cooling towel looks like you're wearing a pink scarf.
Sweet and fashionable.
Oh, okay. Good thing that whenever Bird steals my drink, I have another one to try. So this one is from the Mint Julep bar, and it's the Cranberry-Pomegranate Mint Julep with mixed berry flavored popping spheres, which is popping boba. Oh, that popping boba goes pop, 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 and it releases a nice berry juice flavor. I feel like the drink itself tastes like water.
Oh no.
Okay, it tastes like flavored water. Almost like, you know those waters where you infuse the fruit in it? It tastes like that, and the most of the flavor is coming from the popping boba. So if you get the sip with the popping boba, it actually is pretty nice, but if you get a sip on its own, it tastes like fruit-infused water. Which honestly, I'm not that mad at it because it's so hot today, so I kind of need the hydration.
You're a very optimistic person. I like that.
We also got some beignets from the Mint Julep bar, and this is the special seasonal flavor. Let's make sure to shake it. Oh no, my Mickey! Moment of truth. Wow, pretty nicely coated. So this is the pumpkin spice beignets, and it's covered in pumpkin spice powdered sugar. We must be very careful, but let's give it a try. It's your classic Mickey beignet, but with a little added hint of the pumpkin spice. It's nice and sweet, the beignet is fluffy. I feel like if you like Mickey beignets and you like pumpkin spice, then you'll like it. For me personally, it's not my favorite flavor of Mickey beignet, but it's not bad. We also added the coffee caramel dipping sauce to our order, so let's give it a dip. Hopefully this will add some more flavor. Ooh, that leveled it up. The caramel flavor is super rich, and you do get a hint of that coffee as well, which pairs so perfectly with this beignet. I will say adding the sauce makes it a lot sweeter. So that being said, Bird, you're gonna like this one.
Delicious. I'm not usually a beignet person, but this one, very saucy, very good.
Was the nightmare before Christmas, and all through the house. Not a creature was peaceful, not even a mouse.
On the 13th day of Christmas, my ghoul love gave to me.
Like this Christmas thing. I told you you didn't like my Christmas.
All right, we have made it to Hungry Bear, and we even got my favorite little table. I specifically like this table because it's nice and shaded. You can also watch the train going by, and Bird was playing rock, paper, scissors with the people on the train, making friends.
Successfully, I might add.
Anyway, we got the mint chip cold brew, which is mint chip ice cream, Joffrey's French roast cold brew coffee, cream topper, and chocolate chips. This is like a little float situation because it has the ice cream in it. Let's see if we can give it a little mix. Ooh. At first I was like, why is this Halloween? But then I guess green.
Like a witch.
Witch chip cold brew. Anyway, let's give it a try. Oh no. Maybe I should have sipped it first because drinking it straight from the bottom was not the move. Better when you sip it. When I sipped it from the bottom, it was just straight up bitter cold brew, but almost watered down as well.
Yeah.
Not like super strong, but sipping it is much better because you get the whipped cream on the top. You also get that mint chip ice cream. I think your experience really depends on what kind of sip you get. Because if you get a sip without the ice cream, then it's not as enjoyable. But if you get a sip with the ice cream, then it's really nice. Anyway, we also went to the Harbour Galley to pick up their new pumpkin cookies. The description just says they're fresh baked pumpkin cookies and they come in either a 6-pack or a 13-pack. Let's break it open. Whoa, it looks very cakey. The outside, it does have a little bit of a crisp, which is nice. And then the inside, it actually tastes like you're eating a pumpkin cake or a pumpkin bread. The pumpkin flavor is really strong. And then the spices kind of, you know, complement it well, obviously, pumpkin spice. But let's try it with this whipped cream cheese dip. They offer it as a side, so we'll give it a little dip. I see what they're doing here, because a lot of times if you have like a pumpkin cake, the frosting on top would be cream cheese frosting. So they're kind of recreating that experience. I feel like the dip itself doesn't have that much flavor though. Like it says it's a whipped cream cheese dip, which I do get a little bit of the cheesiness, but I want more from it. I think after eating it more, I would skip the dip next time. We just went to Pooh Corner and we got this cute Mickey ghost cake pop. It's supposed to be a vanilla cake pop with white chocolate on the outside. I wonder what the ears are. Probably more chocolate, right?
Yeah, probably.
The ear is actually dark chocolate, I think. The cake pop itself is very, very moist and dense. It's a bit like mushy, I guess. I mean, of course, cake pops are kind of mushy inherently, but I feel like usually I can get more of the cake texture. And this one, I think maybe has too much frosting for my liking because it kind of gets stuck to my teeth. And honestly, the texture kind of reminds me of the inside of a mooncake.
Interesting.
Here, Bird, you try.
It kind of does have a mooncake vibe. It kind of reminds me of Play-Doh.
I could see that.
Like, I've never eaten Play-Doh before.
Are you sure?
No. But I imagine this is what Play-Doh would kind of taste like.
No, not the taste, the texture.
The texture of Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't smell like Play-Doh.
Oh, good.
Don't worry, you're safe. There's no Play-Doh in this.
Okay. Now we are at Alien Pizza Planet and I'm really excited for these because they're both spicy. First up, we have the Haunted Heatwave Pizza. It's spiced blush sauce topped with mozzarella and pepper jack, Italian sausage, cupped pepperoni, smoked bratwurst, and sliced red Fresno chilies garnished with basil and hot honey drizzle. There's a lot of stuff going on in this pizza. I know Alien Pizza Planet actually isn't known to have the best pizza, but Ironically, I know, but let's give it a try.
I feel like the 2 bites is not a good sign.
Considering this pizza is supposed to have spicy sauce, it literally has chilies on it, hot honey drizzle. There was barely any spice, so I'm kind of sad about that. The crust is also really thick and doughy. But the flavors are pretty good. Like, this is kind of a meat lover's pizza because there's so many types of meat on it. And I like how those pieces of basil really brighten it up. The sauce kind of just tastes like normal marinara sauce to me. And I really don't get any of the hot honey drizzle, which makes me wonder if they even put it on there. Well, hopefully this dish will redeem it. This is the spicy blush pasta. It's Italian sausage and bell peppers with rigatoni tossed in a blush sauce and garnished with Parmesan and basil. This one we actually tried last year and we loved it. So we couldn't pass up the opportunity to order it again. That is good. The pasta is cooked perfectly. It has a nice al dente chew to it. I love how there's ridges on the pasta, so it picks up so much of the sauce, and it just makes sure that every bite is filled with flavor. It's very tomatoey, a little bit creamy as well, and then you get the cheesiness of the Parmesan and little bits of that Italian sausage. The only thing is that this pasta also is not spicy. It's very, very, very slightly spicy, but almost non-existent. I don't know why Alien Pizza Planet's pasta is the standout dish. They can't call it Alien Pasta Planet though, because that's not what's in the movie. This one was just as good as I remember from last year, and it was totally worth ordering it again this year, which usually I don't do because I want to try as many of the new foods as possible or foods that I haven't tried before. So I'll actually put on the screen here a list of items I tried in last year's video that returned this year, so that if you're interested in any of those foods, you can watch last year's review. But yeah, this is one that was definitely worth getting again this year.
Fun to eat. Good job.
All right, we just picked up this spicy pickle popcorn. It's popcorn tossed with crushed hot cheese puffs and dill pickle seasoning. Let me get a little pinch with both. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. I think it's really fun to get both the popcorn and the hot Cheeto because they're both crunchy, but in a different way. And you're able to get the kick from the hot Cheetos as well as that dill pickle seasoning. So this is a really fun snack.
That's pretty good.
Me and Bert are gonna be fighting over this one.
Life's no fun without a good scare. Look at Halloween's magic in the air. When pretty girls come out to socialize.
All right, we are in San Francisco and we just stopped by Aunt Cass Cafe. So first up, we have the cinnamon apple cold brew. Just look at the cup, it's so cute. It has Baymax on it. And it's a caramel cold brew with apple cinnamon foam and apple cereal dust. I'm really intrigued because I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's little specks in the foam, which makes me associate it with like vanilla bean. But they didn't mention anything about vanilla bean in the description. So I guess we'll see. Let's try giving it a sip first. Oh, I do get a vanilla flavor.
Really?
Yeah, it literally kind of tastes
Vanilla
like
bean.
liquid vanilla bean ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Okay, let's try mixing it now. Wait, it tastes so good. The thing is, it tastes really good, but it doesn't taste like apple cinnamon. I get no apple and no cinnamon. I get basically vanilla bean ice cream melted in with cold brew. It tastes delicious. Maybe if I really focus, I can taste a little bit of cinnamon,
Definitely no apple.
but definitely no apple. I could drink this whole thing in 5 seconds. It's like that good. It's sweet, it's creamy. It still has a strong coffee flavor, but also a strong vanilla bean flavor. I give it 9 out of 10 for the drink, but like 3 out of 10 for the naming. We also got the chicken pot pie soup. It's chicken pot pie in a bread bowl with crispy fried egg roll wrappers. Let's get a good bite in here. It smells so good. Cheers. Well, it's very salty. You definitely need the bread bowl to balance out the saltiness of the soup, but it tastes really nice. The consistency is very similar to their clam chowder, and there is like a pot pie flavor, but I feel like it doesn't taste exactly like a pot pie. It kind of tastes more like a chicken chowder. It's really rich and creamy, and then I like the little pops that you get from the peas. There is some chicken, but I don't think there's like that much.
No.
I kind of am wishing for more chicken, but I do like the carrots and celery that I get as well. Let me try dipping some of the bread in. Do you guys like the inside of the bread or the crust the best? I personally like the crust. What about you, Bird?
I just like bread in general.
Oh, okay. Let's give it a dip. Soak up the soup. That is so good. I love the crispiness of the crust on the bread, and then the inside has this like nice chewiness to it. I also love how the soup gets in all the crevices of the bread. I feel like this would be so comforting on a cold fall night. This just screams comfort to me. For dessert, we got the caramel apple bread pudding. It has caramelized apples, whipped topping, and caramel sauce. Let's cut into this. Wow, that looks good. This one definitely delivers on the cinnamon apple. Those apples are nice and soft, but still have a little bit of a crunch to them. Nicely coated in that sweet cinnamoniness. And the caramel sauce also adds a really nice sweetness to it. On the outside, you get these nice crispy edges. And then on the inside, it's like gooey and warm and soft. This is like a mix of apple pie and bread pudding put together. I feel like Aunt Cass always does the bread puddings really well. Last year they had a taro one with boba. That was also delicious. I feel like she never misses. Aunt Cass knows how to make a good bread pudding. All three things we got were really good. So Aunt Cass is starting off our day strong at DCA. All right, we just grabbed a few more foods. So first we went to Award Wieners and they have this pambazo torta. I hope I said that correctly. It's a guajillo dipped toasted roll stuffed with a hot dog, chorizo con papas, lettuce, cotija cheese, pickled onions, salsa verde, and a pickled jalapeno. First of all, this thing is huge. Like literally look how big it is. Let's cut this open. Ooh. Whoa. Now you can really see all those ingredients. All right, this looks pretty hefty. Let's give it a try. It's good. I will say it's very messy because, you know, they dip the roll in the guajillo, so my hands are a mess, but it tastes really nice. It's very flavorful because since there's even flavor on the outside of the bread, like that's like the first thing you taste. And then you got the salty, savory hot dog. And I really like the shredded lettuce, the pickled onions. It balances out the meatiness of the hot dog and brings some acidity as well. And then the bread itself is super soft and fluffy. It carries all the fillings in the sandwich really well. And you can definitely split this between two people. Like I think this one plate can feed two. At least. To wash it down, we have this Oogie Boogie Splash, which is from Studio Catering Co. It's a house-made watermelon agua fresca with chile lime seasoning. This is really, really refreshing. I love watermelon, and especially on a hot day, it hits the spot. So this is giving me life. And I also like the little spicy, salty kick from the tahini. This is perfect for the summer. Also from Studio Catering Co., we have this Oogie Boogie Burrito. It has carne asada, french fries, spicy blue tortilla chips, pico de gallo, guacamole, and crema. You can really see those blue Takis. It's kind of intimidating, but let's give it a try. Cheers. I feel like visually the blue Takis just really throw me off, but taste-wise, it's pretty good. The carne asada is really tender and juicy and flavorful. You get the crisp from the fries as well as a big crunch from the Takis. And of course it has that signature Takis flavor. It has so many different ingredients in the burrito, but they aren't like outshining one another or overpowering. They just work really well together in harmony. I would say the one thing that would make this better is if it came with a little side of salsa, a green salsa, and just dip it in there. That would be so good. Otherwise, I really, really like it and definitely would get it again. We do have one last food to try in this round, which is the Spell Bar. It's a batter fried Snickers bar on a stick with chocolate drizzle, whipped topping, and roasted peanuts.
It looks like a corn dog.
I know, it literally does look like a corn dog. It's kind of tripping me out, but let's give it a try. You know what? I thought it was gonna be too much for me, but it's actually not bad. It's like just the right amount of batter, not too thin, not too thick. And I like the chewiness of the nougat. There's also a crunch from the peanuts, which is nice too. I will say, I think I can probably only take a few bites of this and be done. Like I definitely could not finish this whole thing. Do you think you can finish the whole thing?
Definitely not.
Oh, even you can't finish it.
Even as someone who likes sweet stuff, it's pretty sweet.
It's very sweet, it's very rich, very decadent, but it is good.
A child is on the loose in Monstropolis. A human child.
Oh, Pooh, we gotta get you home.
Run out and lock it down. Look, Pooh, there's your door.
We're almost there, kiddo.
Not so fast, Sullivan.
I love you, kiddo.
Good night, Pooh.
Always watching.
All right, we just stopped by Schmoozies and we got this Evil Queen apple shake. It's a matcha apple shake with whipped topping. Look how pretty it is. I will say though, considering they called it matcha, it's not very green. So
yeah.
We'll see how matcha-y it is. I'm like searching for the matcha. Maybe a tiny bit of matcha. Maybe. Needless to say, it's not very strong on the matcha, but the apple part is quite nice. It's less of that artificially green apple taste and more of like a real cinnamon apple pie kind of flavor. At least that's what I'm getting from it. So yeah, I mean, it tastes good. It's also not overly sweet. I just think it doesn't taste anything like matcha. So they should just take the matcha part out of it. Either that, or if they're gonna continue to call it matcha apple, they should add more matcha. This This one I'm really excited about. It's the Ursula Enchanted Waffles. They're dark chocolate Mickey-shaped waffles filled with ube custard and dusted with powdered sugar. Oh, the ear was just batter. Oh, there we go. It's much better with the ube custard because without it was kind of dry and it needed more flavor. But once you get that ube custard oozing out, it definitely adds a sweet ube, like vanilla, coconutty type flavor. It tastes a lot like the ube extract, the Butterfly brand one specifically. So yeah, not bad at all. I wish that they put more of the ube custard in there because even still with the custard, I get some bites that are a little too dry. I just need more custard. And also it is pretty pricey. For these two waffles, it's like $11.29, I think.
Not bang for your buck.
Not bang for your buck. If you want bang for your buck, get the pambazo torta. If you don't want bang for your buck, get this.
It's very like, you know, chewy. I like the custard. The ube flavor not bad, but very chewy. Give to you.
Okay, okay. All right, we just went to Tavern Treats and we got the Celestial Chocolate Churro. It's a churro rolled in cocoa sugar, topped with pistachio cream, chocolate sauce, crispy phyllo dough crumbles, and crushed pistachios. This is basically Dubai chocolate in churro form. Whoa, you got that classic, famous Disney churro, crispy on the outside, a little chewy on the inside. There's some chocolatey notes from the cocoa sugar and the drizzle of chocolate sauce, but the main flavor here is actually the pistachio. I think it's from the cream. It's really, really strong pistachio flavor. I will say it's very sweet because it's coated in sugar and you got chocolate drizzle, and the pistachio cream itself is sweet too. But if you like sweet stuff and you like Dubai chocolate or just really like pistachio, I think you're gonna like this.
This make me go nuts.
Remember, if you see a scary creature, scream real loud and look delicious.
Monsters after dark! Monsters after dark!
Spit that out, it's not candy.
What's your language?
Monsters after! Monsters after!
Okay, now we're at Smoke Jumper's Grill and we have the Bear Paw Basin Cold Brew. It's a pecan cold brew, salted maple cold foam, caramel drizzle, and waffle pieces. I'm gonna try sipping it first. I am unfortunately getting a little bit of that sourness in this cold brew, but let's give it a mix and see if that helps. The cold foam is not blending into the drink well. It's literally like coagulating on the top. It's not as bad as I initially suspected. I think just the look of it looked unappetizing, so I was bracing myself, but I will say it's not great. It does have a strong coffee flavor, but again, I just keep getting the sourness. I am getting a little bit of that pecan flavor too. Not getting a lot of maple. It's weird because it's sour when you drink it, but then the syrup itself leaves like a sweet film on your tongue. I would not get it again. Sorry, Smoke Jumpers Girl. We also got the new buffalo chicken loaded onion rings. They're onion rings topped with buffalo chicken, blue cheese, ranch, carrot ribbons, and green onions. And I will say I'm not a blue cheese fan, but I'm gonna try my best to avoid it. That's really nice. I like how the batter, it's pretty light and it's still crispy. I also have to say I appreciate that when I bit into it, the onion didn't just come all the way out and you're stuck with an empty piece of batter, because that's one of my pet peeves with eating onion rings. But I also like the big chunks of chicken that they put in there and the buffalo sauce. It's pretty standard, it's tangy, spicy, and you also have some ranch to cool down the spice. I did think that the carrot ribbons are a little bit random, but I still enjoy it because it adds a little bit of a refreshing crunch. I think they're going for like when you have buffalo wings, you get some celery and carrots on the side sometimes. It's a little bit out of place in my opinion, but I'm not mad at it. Next, we headed over to Lamplight Lounge because they added a few new items, and I always love eating here because the vibes are just immaculate. They have really fun drinks, and our personal favorite lately is the Pina Colada, which is actually on the secret menu. It's super sweet and tropical, although this particular time it was stronger than usual. Onto the food, we were basically here for one thing, the Thai seafood pasta. It's a Thai curry chopino with coconut steamed clams and mussels, shrimp, pan-seared fish, spaghetti, sourdough breadcrumbs, crispy shallots, Thai basil, cilantro, and a lime wedge. I was actually so surprised by how much I liked this dish. All the seafood was cooked perfectly. The shrimp snappy, the fish tender, and they added so much seafoody flavor to the broth. It was pretty garlicky, had a decently strong lemongrass taste, and was really subtle on the curry. I also noticed that there was a slight spice that was building as I took more bites, and I loved whenever I got some of that Thai basil and lime to brighten up my palate. The pasta was cooked well too. It had a little bite to it and carried the flavor of the broth with every slurp. We wish we had some of that bread from Aunt Cass Cafe to sop up the soup because it was that good. Like, even though we were full from eating all day, we still finished the whole thing. Okay, now we are at Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, and they have a new spicy pasta pizza. It's andouille sausage, ditalini pasta, tomato and vodka cream sauce, and fresh basil. I'm not sure if I've had a pasta on pizza before. It's a very interesting concept. This pizza is very interesting. I feel like I actually really like the flavors of the pizza. The creamy tomato sauce is really nice, and it is a little bit spicy. Like, it's still subtle, but I can at least taste that there's spice there. I also like the little bits of the andouille sausage, and of course the fresh hit of basil. In terms of the pasta, I actually don't really feel like it makes much of a difference. I couldn't even really feel the texture of the pasta when I was eating the pizza. It's kind of unnecessary. The crust itself, it's quite thick and doughy. I prefer it to be a little thinner or crispier. So I actually feel like all the toppings could be good on a better pizza crust. There is another item that we wanted to try here called the frozen marble drip coffee. And also at Lucky Fortune Cookery, we wanted to try the new Baymax seasonal macaron. But for the coffee, they're sold out today. And the Baymax macaron, they said that it hasn't arrived yet. So we do plan on coming back to the park in the next few days. And so if we're able to try any of those, I'll insert it here. Hello, I am Rufus and Bird is Unstoppable. We are at Oogie Boogie Bash and we were able to get the frozen marble drip coffee.
Let's go!
Let's go! Whoa, the coffee is really strong and it's not very sweet actually. I'm trying to mix it. I do like the texture of the slush, but yeah, there is a little bit of sweetness, but I also am getting like a sour taste as well. Let me know what you think, Bird.
Unstoppable here. Let's try this coffee.
Okay.
Whoa, that tastes like coffee.
Honestly, it kind of tastes like a mocha freeze.
Yeah, but not as sweet, not nearly as sweet, and a little bit sour.
If it had like the chocolate drizzle, it would be very similar, like the cousin. It's not bad. I kind of like it.
Unstoppable approved.
Unstoppable approves.
Oh wait, the bottom is a lot sweeter. I tried my best to mix it to make it like even throughout, but now I'm getting a lot of sweetness.
Does Rufus like it?
I guess Rufus likes some sips and other sips not like. Also, we've been getting compliments all day on these pumpkin outfits, so I just wanted to shout out the small business who are actually our subscribers that sent these little costumes to us. I'll leave their information in the description box below in case any of you guys are interested. We just went to the Cozy Cone Motel. It's already melting, but we got the Mater Halloween cone. This is a returning item from last year. And like I said, I usually don't try to repeat items, but I couldn't resist. This was one of my favorites from last year. So I'm so excited that they brought it back this year. Okay, let's try it. Oh man, those sprinkles are so crunchy and they put a lot of them on there. Oh, it's already starting to drip on me. I should have got it in a cup probably. I could do without so many sprinkles, but the ube ice cream is so good. It has such a real ube flavor. It's really strong. It's making a huge mess, but oh, I've missed this. So after trying about 30 of the Halloween items, there were so many good ones. For our top 6, we have the Bulgogi potato from Troubadour Tavern, the spicy pickle popcorn from the Tomorrowland popcorn cart, the Oogie Boogie burrito from Studio Catering Co., the Pambazo torta from Award Wieners, the chicken pot pie soup from Aunt Cass Cafe, as well as a cinnamon apple cold brew, also from Aunt Cass Cafe. Just keep in mind that it does not taste like cinnamon apple. And for our honorable mentions, we have the Thai seafood pasta from Lamplight Lounge, the caramel apple bread pudding from Aunt Cass Cafe, the Mater Halloween cone from Cozy Cone, cone, and the blush pasta from Alien Pizza Planet. Those last two are repeat favorites from last year, but they were totally worth getting again.
We love it.
Let us know what food from the video was your favorite in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.